This is our last lecture. Fortunately, you come back. Maybe we will start tutorial in the second part of this lecture.
Wow.
Seems like it. Okay. But anyway, we need to complete our lecture as soon as possible. Then we start because we still have lots of things to do in tutorial section. So in last lecture, we introduced the wave, the basic terminology of wave. So why I explain this? Because in examination, in exam question, then we often use some terminologies. Wave height, wave amplitude, crest, trough, and so on. So don't be confused by these terminologies. So, okay? So clearly understand this. So then we study the different properties of shallow water waves and deep water waves. And they are related to water depths, but not determined, surely determined by water depths, because it's determined by the ratio between wavelengths and water depths. Okay? So I don't know why I mentioned this before. So when the wave height, when the water depths, if we use water depths, we use D, and wavelengths, we use L to represent wavelengths. If the D over L is smaller than 120, then it is definitely shallow water wave. Okay, if it's larger than half, then it is a deep water wave. Okay, so different types of waves, they will show different properties. Okay, and we will use different equations to describe their properties, different velocity potential functions. In tutorial part, I will explain you what the equation looks like for deep water, what the equation looks like for shallow water. So after tutorial, you will be clear all this. Okay, no, now we don't need to explain this now. So next page is page 43. So page 1 to page 43, that is our land journey from beginning to here. After completing this, we can edit the book. Okay? So P43, according to the wave theory, the wave velocity, okay, the wave velocity, can you see it clearly? Yeah. Wave velocity can be expressed by this equation, 2 pi tangent h, 2 pi h over LW. Okay. According to wave theory, the wave velocity can be simply described by using such an equation. Okay. In this equation, LW is wavelength, G is acceleration of gravity.
9.81.
Pardon?
9.81.
9.81.
Yes.
Maybe you're right. Should be 2 pi 3.14. Okay? Then, so everything is known, then you can calculate the wave speed. Okay? But why I mention this? Because when for shallow water wave, okay, for shallow water waves, okay, for shallow water waves means H, here, the H is water depth, okay? I should use here, H is, just now I use D, I use H, right? H is water depth. So for shallow water wave, the value of H over LW is small or large? It's very, very small. Okay? Alright? Please confirm. Small or large? Is it should be small. It's small. Okay? It's small, then when H over LW tends to be 0, small tends to be 0, approach 0, then the tangent H 2 pi H over LW can be approximated by what? No. Can be when it tends to be 0, that means inside atom tends to be 0. So tangent H can be approximated by 2 pi H over LW. Sin theta, when theta tends to be 0, can be approximated by using theta. Right? The same rule. So tangent is sine cosine. So 2 pi HL. It's 2 pi. Okay? So just like the sin theta can be approximated by theta when theta tends to be 0. Okay? It's same rule when theta tends to be 0. So because when H over LW tends to be 0, tangent H can be approximated by this one. Then we can submit this one into the velocity potential function is equal to GL W 2 pi times 2 pi H over LW. Okay? Then 2 pi cancelled. LW cancelled. Okay? Then we got VW square power 2 is GH. Then the velocity of the V velocity equal to square root GH. So for a specific C area, water depth is fixed, it's constant. Okay, 20 meter, 30 meter, 50 meter, it's constant. G is 9.81. Use, I think, number of things. Okay, after point, it's right, 9.8. Okay, so but anyway, it is constant. So from this equation derivation, we know for shallow water waves, its velocity speed is constant. Okay, this is a very important. This is a very important conclusion. For shallow water waves, its velocity speed is a constant, determined by water depth, because acceleration of gravity is constant. Only varies against water depth. A good example of this is tsunami. Okay, tsunami wave. Tsunami wave, the wavelength of tsunami can be 100, even 200 kilometer. But in North Sea, the average water depth of North Sea around UK water, then it is only 90 meter deep. So compared to wavelength, tsunami, of course, it is shallow. And this is maybe in the exam, I could ask you, please explain why tsunami is destructive. Why tsunami is destructive? Tsunami occurs in deep sea, then by earthquake or volcanoes, then the energy is huge. Then it travels from deep sea to shore. Speed is constant, means the energy will never decay, will never decrease in transport. You can imagine. And then, according to wave energy, what is wave energy? The wave energy is rho g LW, right? Rho g LW. In my in my memory like this. That means for wave, the energy is positively proportional to wavelength. So 100 kilometer wave, then you can imagine how large. The longer the wavelength, the larger the energy. And because velocity is constant, that means in the transport, this energy will never decay from offshore to shore. And moreover, the water depth decrease when we approach to the bank, because the bank is a slope, okay? The closer to the bank, water depth is shallow. So more water will build up because the velocity in far distance, not decay. So more water will build up on shore. And then you can see very high water wall and very high speed. And this is why tsunami is destructive. And the story happens in Japan a few years ago. And I have the video recorded by Sky News. You can also find this video from YouTube if you're interested. But that is not our interest. Our interest is to understand it is constant, and shallow water wave is very, very destructive. The reason is because its energy never decay in transport. Then this is the scenario for shallow water wave. Then for deep water wave, okay. For deep water waves. For deep water waves, then H/L/W is large. Okay, it is large in value. So when the value H/L/W tends to be infinite number, very infinite number, then the tangent H 2 pi H over W. What's wrong with this? Oh, I know the reason. Because this intelligence. Yeah. Control my computer. Okay. And when it is tends to be a very large value, then this one can be approximated by 1. Then we substitute this value 1 to the velocity equation. It's VW equal to GLW 2 pi. Then times 1, okay? Then we got this. What is wavelength? Okay, its wavelength is equal to wave speed times wave period. Right? Then we can substitute this relation into the equation above. Then we got wavelength with velocity power 2 G 2 pi times LW is VW times TW. Then there is one TW, VW right side, and 2 left side. I mean, 1 is cancelled. Then we got VW is equal to G 2 pi times TW. Then we know that angular speed of the wave, omega W, is equal to 2 pi over TW, right? Then here we got TW over 2 pi. Then it is over 2 pi, it is omega, the omega W in denominator. Yeah. So we got VW equal to G over omega W. Then V times omega W both sides, then we got VW times omega W equal to constant G. Okay. This is the dispersion relationship of deep water. So where this relationship come from? Come from these directions. Okay? Any problem? Understand? Okay. So this is the review of base wave theory. But in offshore engineering or marine engineering, in the practice of engineering, to page 45. We have various types of offshore marine structures. So you can see it is jack-up, it is a gravity foundation, okay, and it is a lattice structure, and so on, pontoon, and so on. But basically, we can roughly divide these structures into only two groups. One group is with large size, and this size is large compared to wavelengths. Don't forget wavelengths, because we are in sea, okay? We are not in pool. In pool, no wave, but in sea, wave always exist. So compared to wavelengths, the size of the structure is large. The second group is compared to wavelengths, the size of structure is small. So for example, this one is lattice structure, a small, very small diameter post. Compared to the wavelengths, it is transparent. It's nothing, okay? But the gravity foundation like this, the diameter is very large compared to wavelengths. Of course, it's smaller than wavelengths, but it is large. So when the water or wave meet this kind of structures, the waveforms should like sinoid signal, is deformed by the structure. So deflection, radiation, and so on, because it's very large. But for the structure with small diameter, it seems like transparent. So when the water passes through it, then goes through it. No any deformation of the waveform. So we can divide the structure roughly into two groups. Then we need to consider. So when we do the loading calculation, we need to consider the properties, the characteristics of these two groups of structures. For different types of structure, we should use different theory. I remember I mentioned this before. When we calculate loading, acting, and the first class of structure, we should use diffraction theory, because lots of deflections, lots of radiations. We cannot use simple method to estimate load. But for the structure like this, we call it slender structure, small diameter. Then we can use Morris equation. Okay? So in this module, we are not going to deal with the first class of structure, because it involves the study of diffraction theory. It is a complicated theory. But if you are interested, you can attend my my lecture in next semester, Advanced Hydrodynamics. It will introduce how we can deal with the loading calculation of this kind of structure. In this module, I didn't want to trouble you. I just teach you a simple one. You're lucky. So I just teach you how we can do the calculation of load, acting, and this kind of structure. It's the Morris equation. Okay? So we are going to consider the loading, acting, and slender structure. Okay, slender. But the problem is in the practice, you know that from the picture you say, it is large. This one is lambda structure. Yeah, it's easy to distinguish. But in reality, in practice of engineering, when you do the design, how you can judge the structure you're going to design is planned to slender structure or larger structure? How you can distinguish this? How you can do this judgment? That is the question. Okay. Now I tell you a method. It's easy. Let's define a method like this. Okay. We use a criterion pi d over L. Okay. Pi d over L. Pi is 3.14. D is diameter of your structure. Then you could ask me, my structure is not a cylinder, not a pipe. It could be a desk-like structure. Then how I can calculate this criterion? What's the value of the D here? It's easy. We can use the equivalent method. For example, if you consider a desk-like structure, what is the volume of this desk? You place it in water, then how much volume is expelled by this desk? Then we got volume. If you get volume, then you can get D. You can assume it's a cylinder with the same volume. You can get D. So you need to calculate the equivalent size. So for any types of structure, any structure with any geometric shapes, you can use this criterion to do the judgment. L is wavelength. So it is the diameter compared to wavelength. If this value is larger than 0.5, 1, 2, okay, half, then we say it's a large structure. Then we should use diffraction theory to do calculation. So this value, 1.5, it is 0.5. So if larger than 0.5, you use diffraction theory to do calculation. But if it is smaller than this one, how we can do calculate?
Morrison.
Generally, we should use a Morrison. But we can divide this case in more details. That depends whether we need to do calculation. So if the current speed, Morrison equation only calculates the inline force. So it's the current, we cannot say current. It is the horizontal velocity related, no vertical, okay, no vertical motion. So, but the horizontal velocity, fluid's horizontal velocity can be contributed by wave or by tidal current. So it could be mixed. So we cannot say it is only related to current. It could be related to wave, but we only consider the results of the wave in horizontal direction. Okay. So when the horizontal velocity of the fluid is large, then when this fluid passes through structure, it will cause large drag force. Then we have to use Morrison equation. Okay. In that case, both inertial force and drag force are not zero. So, oh, I didn't know. It's strange. So, in that case, we should use Morrison equation to calculate this. But if the fluid speed in horizontal direction is small, we don't need to do calculation at all, because in that case, no drag force, only inertial force. What means inertial force? The structure stands still there. If you want to move, then you need to pay inertial force. But if it stands there, why you move it? So in that case, you don't need to do the calculation. Okay? So only when the speed of the fluid is large in horizontal direction, then you need to do Morrison equation. So from this triangle, then we can say in which scenario we should calculate drag force, inertial force. Okay? In which scenario we should calculate using differential theory to calculate the loads acting on large structures. So you can use this figure to do the judgment. And in this figure, x-axis is pi d this criterion. The y-axis is a ratio of wave height h over diameter, pipe diameter. So you say when the wave has large wave height, that means has large wave height. Do you remember? Do you remember this one? Okay, when it has a high wave height, the circle is large. Okay, the orbit circle is large. Then, so in that case, the velocity in horizontal direction is also large because it rotates in a large circle. Okay. So that is the basic method to do the judgment in which scenario we should use the Morrison equation to do the calculation. Only in this case. Okay. Then next step. I just draw a circle. It appears on my screen here. You see? I don't know how. Huh? I cannot delete.
You cannot?
But I draw a circle.
Eraser.
Eraser. This side.
On the
Left
left side. This one?
That.
Ah, I got this one. Oh, this is the pen.
What are the colors?
This one. Yeah.
Use the eraser.
No, forget it. Okay. Forget it. So, that's the judgment. And the next step, we need to think about, remind me of the time. I'm going to complete lecture before, sir. Okay? We still have enough time. So next step, we need to calculate using Morrison equation. What is Morrison equation? I believe you have mentioned this before. What is Morrison equation? Do you have any memory about this? Tell me. Do you have any? I'm asking you.
Sorry.
Did you have Morrison equation before?
But I can't remember.
You cannot remember. Who remember Morrison equation? Any people remember Morrison equation? No lecture notes. We cannot sign from lecture notes. Please waste time there.
No, I think both Dale and current equation has different, but I didn't write the equation.
Okay. Okay. So who got this?
Dr. Meng.
Dr. Meng, I teach you new thing, okay? Morrison equation. You never learned Morrison equation before? You're a master's student. You are doing research now. No? No worry, I teach you. In the future, you will know. Don't forget my name, okay? If I teach you something wrong, then okay, yeah, totally interesting, okay? So I'm responsible to everything I taught you, okay? No worry. Morrison equation include 3 parts, okay? So first of all, we can start from this, okay? So we place a slender structure. First of all, we need to consider a slender structure, okay? Slender structure means the size is small compared to wavelength, okay? It is slim, okay? So if it is large structure, you have to use differential theory. Okay? So for a cylinder structure, we use Morrison equation. We use Morrison equation to calculate the inline force. Acting on the structure. Remember this, it is the inline force. Okay, it is only inline force. What means inline force? What means inline direction? If the fluid travel in this direction, inline direction. Any direction derived from this is cross direction. Okay, so I remember we explained this when we studied vortex in this equation. Okay, so it is only used to calculate inline force. Then you could ask me, can we use Morrison equation to calculate the force in other direction? Can we? I told you. I'm sorry. So Morrison should say sorry, because his equation cannot calculate force in other direction, only in line direction. That's Morrison's fault. My fault. Okay. So this is the first one. Morrison equation is only applicable to slender structure, not large structure. Okay. Second, Morrison equation can be used to calculate the force only in inline direction. The third one. Morrison equation is not, doesn't have strict zero spot. Okay, it doesn't. It lack of. We can say it lack of zero spot. It is a empirical method. It is an empirical method. It is based on experience. So Morrison is a very clever student. He invented this equation when he studied for his PhD. But then, I think it's surprised that ask him to create something new. He cannot get anything, then create such equation. He's surprised that what theory can support your theory, can support your equation. Morrison said, no, but it works. it does work. Yeah, it does work. But no theory support. Till today, Morrison died. But we still cannot any theory to support this. Okay. But this is a disadvantage. Okay. So Morrison equation is due to completely inline, but no theory support. Okay. But anyway, back to our point. It's done my job. Okay. So the force, hydrodynamic force acting on the cylinder structure, okay, include two parts. Inline direction. For example, this is the cylinder structure, the flow pass rate. Then hydrodynamic force acting on this structure consists of two parts. What are they? If I didn't tell you, you should know it. For example, if you want to drive a car, you want to move the car, you need to give two types of force. The first force, ignore the friction, okay? Don't consider the friction between car tire and road surface. You need to overcome, you need to apply two types of force. The first of all, you need to, because at the beginning, the car is parked here. If you want to move, you need to apply force there. It's difficult, okay? Then, when the force increases to a certain value, the car starts to move. Once the car starts to move, you need to apply the same force on it. No. That means if we use a curve, okay, the speed Okay, this is the car speed, this is the force, then car speed here is 0. At the beginning it is 0, then you increase force, then it is 0, 0, then increase force. Okay, then to this value, to this certain value, we can say the first certain value here. Then car start to move, then it start to move. Okay, then what this force is?
Inertia?
Yeah, it's the inertia force, okay? It's inertia, to overcome inertia. Once you overcome inertia, it starts to move, then the force, you don't need to apply same force, same level force to it. Then the force can go down, but speed will increase. So, and in this period, so this is period 1, okay? This is period 2. And period 1, the force is inertia force. This one, how you can move the car, depending on the acceleration, okay? MA, it depending on MA. Yeah, it is MA. In fact, you need to overcome the drag force, drag from the air, and also friction force from the road, and so on, and also the efficiency of the mechanical system, and so on. Okay, and then this one. So for our back to our point here, hydrodynamic force also consists of 2 types of force. The first is inertia force. Okay, the second part is wind flow path rate, drag force. Okay, it's drag force. But the inertial force, what is inertial force? Inertial force is overcome inertia. Simple, yeah. But inertial force also consists of 2 parts. You can imagine how we can move a cylinder in water. Okay, how we can? This is the cylinder. We can say this is water. Okay, this is water. Then this is your cylinder. Okay, if you want to move your cylinder from position 1 to position 2, what you need to do? How you can move a cylinder from position 1 to position 2?
By unfortunately.
Uh-huh. You know that I come back from China. Do you know that?
Sorry.
I came from China. You know that in China we have a very lovely story. How you can place elephant in fridge.
We don't have
No, that's not Chinese story.
I think it is.
Worldwide. Everyone know it.
Yeah.
How you can place elephant in fridge? Right. How you can move cylinder from position 1 to position 2?
Like giving an input, pushing.
First of all, you need to expel water here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So because here is a fill with water, then this cylinder is a solid structure. Doesn't work. I don't know why.
It will work in your computer.
It's not a secret. Okay. Yeah. So this is solid. Cylinder is a solid structure. Okay. So if you want to place this cylinder from position 1 to position 2, you need to get a space here for cylinder. That means you need to expel water, dig a hole here, like dig a hole here. This is first step. You get space for it. Second, you need to move it from here to here. Okay? How you can move? Then you need to move the water. When you move, the water around it will be pushed away. Right? So the first, you need to dig a hole here. Second, you need to push away the water around it. Then it can vary.
Is it in that order?
Yeah, 2 steps.
In that
Then third step, close bridge. It is there. Okay? So, the force here, inertial force here, we need 2 parts. First, the force required to move the water expelled by the structure, right? Expelled by the structure. Okay? So this is like you dig a hole here and then get a space here. This is the first part. Then plus force required to push away the water around the structure. Right? So the first part, the force required to move the water expelled by the structure, dig a hole. Then force required to push away the water around the structure. 2 parts. Then third part, the drag force. Okay? Then plus drag force. Drag force. So this is the total force, hydrodynamic force, F. Then what is the force required to move the water expelled by the structure? We have a terminology. P46. So we can say this is the part 1, okay? This. Pardon?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay. So the force required to move the water expelled by the structure, and this force we call it fluid Crillon force. Fluid Crillon force. Then the force, this first part, second part, force required to push away the water around the structure we call it. What's that? We should give a name to it. No. Added mass force. Do we have added mass force when we move car in air?
Yeah, but it's very small.
But very small. But it still exists. Okay? Because why it is small?
Because the density of the air is very small.
Very small. How small? Only tell me how small it is.
That is 1 out of 1,000 times that of water. 0.001 times the 1 of water.
Wrong. We should say water density is 800 times of air density. 800 times is not 0.1. You calculate, use your calculator, okay? So, but it is small, okay? So then we got, so if we use equation, then we say that F, where is the right color? F hydrodynamic force is fluid Crillon force, okay? Taylor force times added mass force plus F drag force. It's 3 parts. Okay. Then the sum of fluid Taylor force and added mass force is inertia force. Okay. We can use the blue color, inertia force. Okay, then you understand. You know, I believe in other module lecture also mention this. Oh yeah, I tried. Okay, thank you. I cannot remember that. I'm not good at mathematics. Remind me next time. So you are clear of this. So when people talk about anti-dependence, where they are, come from here. From the story of putting elephant in fridge. Okay? Discard. Okay. So now we need to learn what time is it? If you need break, let me know. Okay? We can continue, just complete this one, okay? But we still need one time to complete the lecture.
10 minutes. We have 10 minutes.
Yeah, we still have 10 minutes. I try best to complete in 10 minutes. P47. Then, how we can calculate fluid Taylor force? It is equal to we can use two approaches to calculate fluid Taylor force. So it is complicated. So here I just teach you one method, okay? Yes. So if those too complicated, then I just teach you how we can use acceleration method to calculate fluid Taylor force. Because fluid Taylor force is force required to move water expelled by structure. So it is MA. Newton's second law is MA, okay? So any force can be calculated by using MA. A is the delta U delta T, okay? We can also use this one. Fluid Taylor force is the force required to move the water expelled by a structure. Then what is M? Should be equal to the volume of the structure. But I forgot to explain one more thing here. Okay, the Morrison equation, lack of series support, the force, inline force here, the second. It's used to calculate inline force, okay? But when we do this calculation, the equation is only gives you the force acting on unit length of the structure. Unit length, just 1 meter of the structure. If you want to calculate the total inline force, then you need to use the result obtained for the Morrison equation times the length of the structure. Okay? So here it's just unit length. So for unit length, M is equal to the cross-section area of the structure. Cross-section area of structure times length is volume. Now the unit length, so just cross-section area, okay? Cross-section area, this is the, okay. This is like the unit length volume. M, what is M? M, density. You need to, because we consider water expelled by structure, so it's water density. This is M. M then times delta U delta T. That's the acceleration. Okay, so rho A delta U delta T is fluid Taylor force. Usually, in textbooks, we write one more thing. We call it fluid Taylor coefficient, CF. But CF, the value of CF is 1, equal to 1. Okay, it's equal to 1. So rho A delta U delta P. Okay, so here the A is cross section area of the structure. Okay. Rho is water density, and CF is fluid Crello force coefficient. Delta U delta T is acceleration. Okay. This is fluid Crello force. Second part is added mass force. Okay, the first part, second part is added mass force. When we talk about added mass force, what is added mass force? It is force required to move the water around the structure. So, this force is related to the direction. Okay? So, if it is a ball, then in any direction it is a circular force. So, it is okay. But if it is a cylinder, so in this direction it is a pole like this, but in this direction it is line like this. But that will cause different added mass. So added mass force is related to direction. So that depends the added mass coefficient. We will use, so because it's related to this direction, but for a practical structure, when we look the structure from different directions, then it could have different project area. So from this side, you are you. From this side, you are you. Could be. So because from a structure, for example, rectangle, okay? For a rectangle, it's in Panton structure, it's rectangular. From this side, it is like a square, okay? But from this line, the last direction, it's a rectangle. So, but when you move this way and this way, the added mass will be different because you push away different volume of water. Okay, in that direction. So we should, in this, when we calculate added mass force, we cannot simply use the cross-section area because for this one it's volume, okay? But for this one, we should consider a specific. It's AR. It is a projected area in the real direction. Okay, projected area. Okay, then it is rho. Then m. Then times Ca added mass coefficient. Then delta U delta T. So same, still Newton's second law, but here is added mass coefficient. See. So, yeah, AR is, we can say, the reference, okay? The reference volume per unit length of the structure. In fact, it is the projected area. Okay. Ca is added mass coefficient, and the structure with different geometric shapes, they will show different Ca values. So we are not going to discuss this in more detail, but you should understand. For different shapes, the value of Ca will be different. Okay? But Okay, a moment later I explain the specific cylinder case. Okay, then the second part, then last item, fluid collar force, added mass force. Then we need to drag force. Okay, but we need to calculate drag force. P48. Third part, drag force. What is drag force? Drag force. Can we use this? We can, definitely. But if we use this Newton's second law, we cannot get right drag force. So you know, in Morrison's time, I think many scholars study this. Morrison is one of them, but finally Morrison proposed an experience method. It does not follow this rule. It is half rho A CD U times U, absolute value of U. U is the flow speed, horizontal direction, okay? And absolute value of U. Why not using U squared?
Absolute.
Why use U times?
Positive, that U is positive.
Because in this equation, consider the direction. The flow can flow in this direction or in opposite direction. So if you use U times the absolute value of U, then we can distinguish this. But if you use U squared, we cannot. Okay. The CD in this equation is drag coefficient. A is projection error from the flow direction. Okay. So here the A. So here the AR is equal to the AR when we calculate added mass. Okay. So project error. Rho is work density. Okay. So the CD is drag coefficient. And Morrison proposed such a method to calculate drag force. And his price I cannot understand. Because in his price meant it should be MA in the format MA. But it is U squared. So to a certain extent, it's like energy. Okay? Half rho is M, U squared is energy. It's not force. So if you use unit calculation, it is wrong. And this is why we said just now, it lacks of thought of zero. His party was very unhappy at that time, but we are happy now because we do experiment and it works. Okay. So now the force is three part. Okay, is fluid collar force rho A CF delta U delta T plus rho AR CA delta U delta T plus half rho A prime CD U absolute value of U. So this is the Morrison action. And this is general things. And now we are consider pipe or cement cable. It is cylinder, okay? Then we consider cylinder case. For the cylinder structure, for a cylinder structure. For a cylinder structure, the CF equal to CA equal to 1. Okay? This is one thing. Second thing is A is cross-sectional area. It's 2 pi, no, it's pi r squared. Oh, yeah, it's pi r squared. And what is AR? What is AR?
It's the reference
if the cylinder is placed in vertical direction, for example, riser, what is the value of AR? The AR, what is the cross-section area?
That's one.
It's length times diameter. Because it is like this is riser. If you look at it this way, it's diameter times this cross-section area, is diameter times length. Per unit length, of course, it is diameter. It's only diameter. Okay? So here the AR is diameter D. And of course the third one, A prime. It's not A prime. What's that? A D. Pardon? It's not prime.
Wait.
I don't know. A wave. It is D as well. Okay? Because it's also in inline direction.
Sorry, I haven't understood that.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
The riser is usually placed in vertical direction. So from seabed to the platform, right like this. Okay. And then when the tidal current passes through it, the cross-sectional area is the diameter times the length. Per unit length is 1, so only diameter. Cross-sectional area diameter. So then, for a cylinder structure, we have so many simplifications. Then we got a new equation for cylinder. So F is equal to rho A is pi d square, then quarter, okay? Then times CF is 1 delta U delta T times AR is D is rho D CA delta U delta T, okay? Then times half rho D CD U times absolute value of U. So this is the Morse equation for cylinder. Then you can, because this is the first part, the sum of first part and second part is inertial force, okay? Then if we assume
CA won't be there, but it's 1. CA is 1.
CA is 1, yes, CA is 1 as well. Okay, CA is 1 as well. But this is for cylinder. But for a general structure, okay, for a general structure is F, the inertial force. Inertial force is vertical force is rho A CF delta U delta T plus rho AR CA delta U delta T. Okay. Then if we assume we can take the A out. We can take rho A delta U delta T take out. Okay. Then it is rho A.
CF.
It is CF plus AR A CA. Right? Then this one CF plus AR over A CA. This one we use if we assume or if let CM equal to CF plus AR A CA. Then we got F inertia is equal to rho A CM delta U delta T. Okay? CM here, because CM here is inertia coefficient. Because inertia coefficient. Okay? So we just do a combination of two parts of force.
So inertial force for cylinder?
Any structure. This is for any structure. CF, generous. Why I measure this? Time? 3. Okay. We have 5 minutes. I refresh my mind. I'm too excited. you can have a free smell, free press by. Then I come down. Then we go to tutorials. I have last thing to explain and leave the fixings next time. Okay. So you can relax, yeah. Press and only 5 minutes, okay? I need to repair my pen because it doesn't work.
That's why I point out that the references are main page only on the page you don't need that.
What page 1 was already given. What page 5 was already given. I didn't change that. What page?
Did you try the tricks? Some tricks there. It's free. It's free. Let's the milk. You can drink, no problem. It's free. I think the people have workshop here. So it's So I didn't plan for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm gonna be friends. Yeah, this is my first time in Europe.
Oh,
Excited about it. It's only gonna be 1 week, so I'll go back and start studying for the I always keep it.
The second week after Christmas,
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks or 1 week? 3 weeks.
Yeah. 18.
Okay.
18 is my first exam, but
18.
But then I think this exam is gonna be the last one, so 1 week later.
Oh.
So for this exam, we have all of the modules.
This is the group type, how many questions?
I think 3 questions.
2 for me, is that what you play? Let's do 2.
I need 2 and 2. I need.
I think 2 and 2.
I have to make it
You no option, yeah. All composite. I think my partner is
Well, the thing is that document didn't explain like the basis he wanted to
change parts.
Yeah.
That's good. We need to waste time. So we need to have a story.
I would prefer to just first. Unfortunately, explain the basics.
Yeah, because I only teach 6 undergraduate students and the others postgraduate. And this one is first and then next semester I have 3 or 4. So I don't have a chance to contact these students. So no students know me because I don't have 20 hours. Because I didn't teach stage 1, didn't teach stage 2. Only teach stage 3, but only 6 students. Postgraduate, you are the first course. But anyway, so we enjoy our time together. Okay, 5 minutes. So 5 minutes. Time off. But before we start, I need to remind you, Friday is deadline for you to submit properly. Your dissertation proposal, okay? Remember to submit. Yeah, I don't know whether if you cannot submit online, whether there is any punishment. I don't know. Really?
It won't be a late submission. I don't know.
Oh, really? It's serious punishment. But hopefully remember. Don't forget that. Okay. Back to, that's not my doing. Back to our lecture. Why I mentioned CM here? Because we had a very critical question we haven't answered. We cite we cite here. We can use this equation. If you want to calculate the hydrodynamic force using Morris equation, you need to calculate first part, fluid cradle force, second part, aerodynamic force, third part, drag force. Okay? And please observe this equation. How we can do calculation? So, what density? Known. Okay? It is known. A, cross-section area, it is known. Velocity and acceleration, we can measure it. Okay? You use transducer to measure the low velocity, low acceleration. You can measure it. But we do not know. We know the A prime, we know the AR, no problem. But we don't know the value CF, CA, and CD. Okay, we don't know. And CF, yes, we can say CF is 1, the right. But what is the CA? What is the value of CD?
Is that CD?
Yeah, it is CD, drag coefficient. Then even we combine the first atom and the second atom together into inertia force, Cm here, what is the value of Cm? So simply speaking, if you want to calculate force using Morris equation, you have to answer the critical question about the values of Cm and Cd. So in this equation, we need to answer the value of Cf and Ca. How? You seems got answer, but not really, because we haven't answered this. How we can do it? Because the CA is related to direction, okay, related to geometric shape of the structure and the soil, and also the flow speed also affect it. But how we combine it? We don't know. So no way to calculate, no theory to explain. The only approach to get the value of CA, CM, CD. Good answer. In the laboratory, you do experiment. How?
By knowing all the other variables. If you know everything else, then you can estimate the value of the coefficients.
You know everything, then you can evaluate.
Yeah.
So, okay. Please teach me. This is important. You teach us. Okay. P50. Okay. If you know everything in laboratory, what we need to measure? In laboratory, okay. We go to hydro lab. Okay. We can make a model shape of the cooling time area. Okay. And then what we need to measure? What we need to measure? New side. If we know everything, what everything means?
Well, the force you are
The force.
applying.
The force applied to structure.
Yeah.
Can you measure it?
Oh, we are applying the force, I think.
Okay. Well, we assume you place the strain gauge or to measure strain stress on surface. Then you can measure force. Okay. Okay. You can measure force acting on the structure, okay, and your structure. Okay, you measure the force. Then anything, only force.
Sorry?
You said everything is known. Everything. What means everything?
So,
The force.
The force is density.
Density. Okay. What density you do to measure? It is the one. And
Also the acceleration.
acceleration, velocity.
Yeah.
Okay. Velocity, flow velocities. Then we use transducer, and the third one is acceleration. Are they everything you mean?
The rest we can calculate.
For calculation. This is the experimental result. This is the for calculation. Okay. The force is only one value. For example, if you get the force, this is the force you measured. This is time. Okay. Okay. This is time, and this is the force you measured using transducer. Okay. Any types of transducer. How we can calculate CI, CD? You said okay. I draw all pictures. You said this is time as well. You also measure velocities and acceleration, right? Velocities. If we use just okay, this is the velocities. And acceleration, acceleration is a differential of velocity. So it should have a 90-degree phase difference, right? So when it is 0, it should be maximum. Then it is 0, it is the maximum 0. Then maximum here. Then 0 here, then maximum here, then 0 here, maximum 0, maximum 0, maximum 0, maximum 0. like this. Okay, this is acceleration. This is data you measured from laboratory. Everything I give you. How to calculate CMCD. Think about it. You nearly get the answer. You're right. Measure everything, excluding CMCD. We got force, we got velocity, we got acceleration. How we can calculate CMCD? How?
Just rearrange the equation. To sample of the cell.
Please. Please. Right. Yeah. It seems to go to answer. Have you got answer?
Yeah, I think it's CM equals.
I give you red pen. Because this time to progress.
No.
Here, I don't know.
No, on that board maybe.
No, here you can also say this. Yeah. Case.
So, you got anything here from Indonesia?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
And just to give us method how we can.
Well, you just basically rearrange this question. This equation to Cm be equal to inertia.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I know derivation. I know how to derive it. But this is experimental result. This result we measured from the laboratory. How we can get this inertial force here? What is inertial force?
Here. This one.
This is the class drag force and inertial force, right?
Yes, of course.
This is only one force, not inertial force.
Yes.
So this is the hydrodynamic force.
Yeah,
It is not inertial force.
Yeah.
How we can get inertial force here from your experiment?
Well, that's a good question.
I know. This is why I asked you. Can you give us answer?
What if we subtract the drag force from the?
This is sum of drag force and inertial
Yes. Is there any way that we can subtract the drag force from the total force?
Can we decouple them from this force here? Can we decouple drag force, inertial force from F? Because F is the sum of them. Can we decouple them?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
No.
No. How?
It's a good question.
I know.
That's a good question.
I know.
Well, maybe you just need to measure the stress on the structure, and
Stress of structure is F.
Yes,
We
it's
derive
F.
F from stress of structure.
but you can not divide the separate. There must be something stopping when inertia force happen and when drag force happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Are you sure you give me an answer?
No.
He knows. He knows. You don't know. So you know that you nearly get the answer. Yes, F is a sum of drag force and inertial force. Then think about it. What is inertial force?
Initial force.
Yeah, what is inertial force?
Is the
Just now.
Don't just reference.
Yeah. Do you remember this figure? What is inertial force?
is the force needed to start?
It is the force when V velocity is equal to 0.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do you see in this view? We cannot accept. We cannot accept. This is a good question. So, when the velocity here, we got the velocity curve. Okay, this is the velocity curve, right? When the velocity is 0, then we get force, corresponding force here. Inertial force. When it is 0, inertial force. 0, inertial force. 0, inertial force. Then we can read out number of inertial force from the force curve. So, and then we do the statistics. Okay, you calculate the expected value with the inertial force. Once you get inertial force, then you use this equation. You can get inertial coefficient. How can you get drag force? What is drag force? Drag force is when the acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0, velocity is maximum. In that case, that is drag force. Okay? No acceleration, just keeps constant maximum speed to drive, to move. That is drag force. So back to our point, drag force is, so inertial force is when velocity is 0, the acceleration delta u delta t is maximum. Okay, maximum value on. Okay, then this is the inertial force. Then when the velocity is maximum, acceleration is 0, F is equal to drag force. So where is it? So when the velocity is maximum, the acceleration is 0, then this is the drag force. Okay, drag force, then drag force. You can read a number of drag force. Calculate expected value, then you can compare the series. It's easy.
So the values we get are the accurate values?
It's not just the estimation.
It depends.
Is Morrison equation accurate?
It's,
I said it's empirical method.
it is supervisor.
Yeah, just approximation. Okay. It's not accurate because in reality, no linearness exists in this world. Everything is non-linear. Okay. So for non-linear things, you cannot get accurate prediction, just estimation. But it's yes, it is not accurate, but enough for design. Using an engineer. So why your safety factor is 1.3? Why not safety factor is not 1.03? So we have the low, normal, high. Just recent experience. That's all of our lectures. 8011. MAR8011, your model number. Okay? So, what time is it now? We still have half an hour. We can start tutorial now. Okay? So we can in the tutorial. Let me see. Tutorial is important, really important for examiner. Okay, usually. Usually. Not, I didn't say always. Just give you suggestive answers for some things. But they are not exam questions. Maybe, may not. Okay? So don't trust me. Don't trust me here. So I like this. 40. Oh wait, 44, 44, 43, 42, 41. Okay. Lecture notes here. Good. Tutorial 1. In the tutorial, we are going to consider okay. In my tutorial section, I'm going to give you 5 examples. Okay, these 5 examples covers from Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. Okay, from the fluid properties, vortex induced vibration, and fluid fluidity. These 3 parts. It covers all. I give you some examples, and you can learn how we can teach. And in these examples, I emphasize all critical knowledge. If you know them, it should be okay for exam. Okay? Then if you're doing, the GM lecture, you just listen to story, but you forget where the knowledge point is. And in this tutorial, you find out. So it's important. Make notes. Okay? The question 1. I give you 5 examples. The first example is this one. Can we see just question 1, okay? Just use question close to examination, okay? Why we can say assume a golf ball has velocity u r and diameter dr, and the table tennis ball has velocity us and diameter ds. Then to demonstrate, UR is larger than US. This is first question. How to demonstrate this? I ask you to demonstrate. Do the question this. It is true. It is true. And also, what will ask you to demonstrate? How you can answer such a question?
Boundary.
What?
Roughness.
I know. How?
Equation.
Not only equation. In this, when you answer this question, you should describe the basic theory of related to the relationship between who and who, between 2 parameters. Huh? No. Do you remember we have a curve? The x-axis is this one, y-axis is another one. Then the structure with different surface roughness. Then they have different curves. What side? Huh? Huh?
Case value.
X-axis is Reynolds number. Y-axis is Schur number. Then because they both are function of U and D, so they have correlation with each other. And what are their correlations? Then X, Reynolds number, Y, Schur number. When we have two stages that we have curve, at the subcritical stage, actually Reynolds number is smaller than 10 power 4, I think. Then the Schur number, value of Schur number is almost equal to 0.2, is a constant. And after this, then it increases with Reynolds number. The Schur number value increase gradually with increase of Reynolds number, then reach to the top value, then drop down. Do you remember that curve? But in the whole range of Reynolds number, the value of the Schur number value of the structure with smooth surface is always larger than the Schur number value of the structure with rough surface.
That's the conclusion.
That is conclusion, okay? So when you answer this question, you need to draw the curves. Then you say, for example, I just give not the standard answer, I just give you suggestion, okay? So you can answer like this. First of all, you say, since both, okay? Since both Reynolds number and Schur number are functions of U velocity. You need to write full description, okay? U and D, then they have relationships is shown in, for example, in figure. In your figure, okay? In the figure, then the figure you draw like this. So this is a Reynolds number. This is Schur number. So if this is the 10 power 5, I think it should be 10 power 5. At this one, it's always this is the 0.2. Always like this. This is the surface, rough surface. No, this is the smooth surface. Smooth surface structure. You should indicate this, okay? Then you get another curve. Is rough is little smaller than this one. Then okay. Then you say this one is rough surface structure. Okay. So you need to draw this picture. Then you continue through observing this figure. Okay. So tutorial is the page 51. Then you say from the picture, okay, from the figure, not the picture. From the figure, when from the not picture, from the figure, so it's a pen doesn't work. From the figure, it is found, okay, it is found at the same Reynolds number, always has what? Has this one is larger than this one. Okay, it's Shorter number. Okay, so always has the Shorter number. Shorter number rough, smooth. Okay, is larger than Shorter number rough surface. Okay, always has this relationship from this figure. Then what is Shorter number? What is Shorter number? FSDU, okay, FSDU, okay, FSDU, okay. But for smooth, we use in the question we use USDS to represent this, okay. Then it is larger than Fs. Because Fs is the shedding frequency, we assume the shedding frequency is same. Then we can remove this one. We don't consider this. Then it always got DRUR. Okay? Then it's the same Reynolds number. What is Reynolds number? It's UD knee. Knee is the constant. Then we go to the U at the same Reynolds number is UD equal to URDR. We got these equations. Okay, from the figure we got this regulation. And using this one we can get these equations. Okay? Then from this one we go since what is the dr? Okay. From the equation 1, equation 2. From the equation 2, we know that dr is dr or ds, it doesn't matter. The dr is equal to us ds ur. Okay. Then we substitute equation 3. P52. P53. Okay. Substitute 3 into 1, obtain is ds us larger than dr, us ds ur square. Then ds cancel. Then we got ur square larger than us square. So just ur times those ur both sides we have the us square larger than us square. So we got ur larger than us. So that is the demonstration process. So when you answer all questions, you should give your theoretical support. Okay. From that theory, the curve, when you got the observation, got this one. Then this is the equation for Reynolds number, equation for Shorter number, and you do this. So that's the complete answer. You get all, make all marking points. 10. If you miss figure, 9. So that's critical error because you don't show any theory.
1.
Where your equation, where your radiation come from, you don't have the source, okay? Root source. So that's the critical one. If the question is 10, then you could be maybe tick off 4, nearly half. Then derivation is 4. The results is 2. Results is doesn't matter, but the derivation is very important. So usually, if it is a 10 mark question, then 4, 4, 2. 2 is result. If you know sometimes you are careless, you can't write on error. So you derive everything correctly, but here you write US rather than UR. Some students make this error. In that case, yes, it's wrong. Anyway, you make a mistake, you will receive.
Steps up.
Yeah, you will receive punishment. But I know that is handwriting error, but I will give you punishment because you are careless. So maximum 2 because it's not important. Derivation, right? The theory is right. That's 80 marks. Okay? So I think the marking system I designed is reasonable.
Distinction.
Thank you. So this is do you have time?
I do.
10 minutes. The next one. We have 10 minutes. Do you want to continue today?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then we cannot finish in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe 15 minutes. Okay. But I will not prolong too long time. Okay. So second question. Question 2. It's the page 54. Question 2 is we consider a pipe. Okay, we consider a pipe. Then the pipe looks like this. Okay, and the pipe is a cylinder. Okay, this is the inner radius. Then it has thickness. Okay, so it has outer radius. Okay, so the thickness is this. Okay, so the radius. So because this is the outer radius and this is the inner radius. So the radius should be in the middle line, okay? So radius should be in the middle line. Okay, this is radius. So I can write this one is radius R, and this one is inner radius I, and outer radius RO. Okay? Because it has thickness. Thickness is RO minus RI. Okay? So we consider such a pipeline. Its natural frequency. Okay? Its natural frequency F. Natural frequency can be calculated by using such equation 2L square root E RO power 4 RI power 4 over M. Okay.
The first R is RO,
RO power 4.
4.
4, yeah.
Then
Ri power 4. And then here is L2, also power 2, is the power 2. So in this equation, M is the total mass of pipe. Total mass of pipe. The L is structure length of structure. Structure length is equal to 20 meter. Okay. Total mass of the structure is okay. I will define it a moment later. So the diameter D is equal to 1 meter. So it's not included in this equation. Okay. Diameter is 1 meter. Wall thickness small d is equal to 0.04 meter. Small d, 0.4 meter. And E is the elastic modulus. E is elastic modulus. Equal to 210⁹ Newton per meter square. And the mass per unit length. Mass per unit length is 412 kilogram per meter. The Shorter number, we assume a subcritical flow state. So Shorter number is equal to 0.2. Then the question is, what current speed is when the pipe experiences the largest vibration, fluid-induced vibration, okay?
Again, what is the current speed?
Yeah, I will repeat the question here. So page 55, the question is, what the current speed is? Or we can say calculate the current. We can use another way, it's more clear. Calculate the current speed when the at which better. Calculate the current speed at which the pipe shows the most strong flow induced vibration. Most strong. Strongest. We can use right English. Strongest flow. So that is strongest flow induced vibration. What's that? It's the resonant vibration. Okay. So the question is asked you to calculate the current speed. When current speed is what value, then the resonant vibration will occur. This is the question. How? It's not difficult. So when the strongest flow-induced vibration occurs, when resonant vibration occurs,
decimal frequency is the same as
When the shining frequency